This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. New Mexico State will kick it off and we'll be underway. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football? Like, they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And, Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique, too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Looking to throw on first down. Whips it out to the back. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
And it's always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Boilermakers can really attack on this second and short. Gets the back moving. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Gets it out fast. Got some room to run. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, you've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley and knock him down for a loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. That's it for the period. Break coming, and New Mexico State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. To the ground, he's got it again. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Nice job on this defense. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive. Man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and 1.
Rush is on him. Had to throw it before he wanted. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got room at the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
The Boilermakers moving quickly to the line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
He's got his man. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Got a man. It's Hunt. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease.
There he goes. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. That's it, 5. He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Boilermakers had tough field position to start this drive. Into the end zone he goes. points and a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of point.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run. Play pass, continue to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the game.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse, the ball's loose. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This time it's complete. Good kick up a little bit short of the sticks. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Motion from the back. Grab near the marker. It's Henderson. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you've got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Okay, right. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here we go. The offense changing the play. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's got it and still on his feet. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Cross over the middle, it's Hunt. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, second down, clock's running. Quarterback will keep it.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you win the first half.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross Age Stadium.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right in this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half if they can win this game.
Shows him the stiff arm. Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. You talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Hauls it in. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And it's been of surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. We'll be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And it is still a 4-point deficit. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down to the 42. The Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Boilermakers are on the move. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was...
And he walks it for the... Touchdown, Boilermaker!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
21, New Mexico State, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Hand off from the gun. Fakes it past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rides to back and leaves it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing in this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. It'll be a draw. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Working the middle, it's complete. Flying down the left side. 10. Touchdown, New Mexico State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Boilermakers will hustle to the line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Time to take a shot. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a great job by the D.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The RPO, it's complete. Touchdown, Aggies! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Number 83.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Durant. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Going to swing it on second down. Makes the catch. It's Hunt. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Right back to it. He's in open space downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Hunt. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They're going to run it. Turning it on. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Boilermakers want to move quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Back to pass on second down. Grab near the marker is Henderson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. He's at the 22.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Corrals it at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that if
Trying to beat the D deep. He caught it. And he gets out of bounds to stop. Against the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Pressure coming. Touchdown, Purdue! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who can you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final. Houston endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Clutch City, and the Cougs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that. And right here, they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them when they knock the football.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Got it in stride at the 15. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Here comes the heat. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
All right, now that play's over. Now I got to know this is it. This is my last play. I got to save my best for last. If I get the end zone, I win this football game. So what is my play? Who is my player that I'm highlighting to go try to get this done?
Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's work